Sis. Yeah, look at you. You look so sweet. Those purple shorts on you. All right. Am I live? Are y'all there? Hi, Susan. We'll give it a few minutes. Trying to get it where you can see me. And this is going to confuse me a little bit because I'm videoing from my phone, but I'm watching it on my computer to see what y'all are seeing, and it's delayed. So if I hesitate or something, that's why it's kind of got me a little confused. I tried turning the phone the other way, where it wasn't up and down. I really didn't want all this showing. I didn't want all this showing. But when it took my thumbnail, it had it sideways, so I didn't know if I could do it, sideways instead of up and down. Hey, I don't know a lot about this live stuff, so I'm not too good at it. Oh, thank you. Let's Play Dolls. Oh my goodness, your name just slipped my mind. I cannot believe I forgot your name. Yes, Melissa. Thank you. I started to say Lisa, but I said, no, that don't sound right. Thank you. I'm excited, guys. I'm excited. I can't tell you why yet, but I'm so excited. Oh, thank you, Susan. I don't feel beautiful. I really don't. As big as I am, and especially these lines going, is that horizontal? I get them mixed up too. Makes me look bigger, and I don't like it. I should wear solid colors, but the reason I don't like to wear solid colors is because I will tell you, I drop stuff easy. And it shows up too much on solid colors. I had a paint party at the church today, and we were painting tulips. And my tulips look like balloons on green strings. Well, at least it looked like something. I'd hate to see what mine looked like. I would hate to see what mine looked like. I'm just giving a chance for everybody to get here. Yeah. Yep. There's too much here to catch it, When you're eating, there's just too much here to catch it. So, I just have to wear clothes that covers up. Although it does make me look like a big blimp. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and show you the babies of the day. Look at Mama's sweet little Regina Rebecca. Now, Regina Rebecca is Mama's little, I start to say keepsake. What do you call it? I have one for my dad, one for my mom, a doll for my two sisters. So what would you call this? She's not my keepsake. What do you call it? Namesake. My namesake. There you go. My namesake. Because my name, my true name is Rebecca. I hardly ever am called by that name, just on business terms. I just about don't recognize the name Rebecca because I've always been called Becky. And I've told y'all this before. My family calls me Becky. And when I started my YouTube channel, I was never called Becca until I started my YouTube channel. And I put my name on YouTube and Facebook and all that. All my social media, I put my name as Becca. Hello, Minnie and me. Let's see. I don't know how you remember all the names and middle names without bracelets. Well, it's hard. I do have, I'm working on getting bracelets for all of my babies. And most of the time I forget the middle names. But also there's times that I will go look it up before I start the video. So I won't look like a dummy. So I don't have a bracelet yet for Regina. But I did look it up to see which one. Of course, I knew she was my namesake, so I remembered her name. And then, that is Regina. And then we have sweet little Tiffany. I have her in her little carrier. But I'm going to take her out and give you a closer look. I got these girls dressed for Easter. Because by the time I get back around to them, it'll be after Easter. So, Regina, well, I'll bring Regina back in a minute. Let me show you Tiffany. Here's my Tiffany girl. I'm hoping you're seeing her. And she has on this vintage little, it's a white dress with the little bloomers. And it has some little pink bunnies on it. And I put this little headband on her. I thought that was cute. And her hair, guys, her hair is a mess. It is so flyaway. I love it, though. It's so soft. I mean, it is just, I just want to put my face against it. It's so soft. But that makes it very flyaway. And I have to be careful, you know. What I mean by be careful, won't be long, it'll be just sticking up everywhere, flying around everywhere, because it's very flyaway type hair. But she is gorgeous. She's my baby. And that's what she has on. I'm going to lay her back down. I'll probably pick her up in a little bit and hold her while I'm rocking. And then, I forgot to show you Regina. her dress. She has on this, I'm calling it a light aqua blue. I'm really not sure. I don't know if you'd call it teal or aqua. Teal is more of a greenish color. This is more of a bluish color. But the background is a light, I'm calling aqua blue. And then the flowers are a little bit darker. I mean, yeah, the leaves and some of the flowers are a little bit darker of that same color. But then it has pink and yellow flowers all over it. She has a little bow up here at the neck. And I didn't put a headband on her because, guys, I was combing her hair. It's kind of messed up now with the collar pushing it. But she has some beautiful curls. Beautiful curls. And I didn't want to see that little curly Q right there. And this one over here don't curl so much on going towards the face. It kind of curls going backwards. It won't stay curled toward the face. But she's gorgeous, guys. Her hair's gorgeous, and I didn't want to put a headband in it. But that's my little Regina. So, there we go. All right, let's see if I can catch up with what everybody's saying. I mostly buy the bracelets from a lady on a Facebook group. And I mostly purchase the bracelets from her. I have made some. Let me see if I can find a baby with one that I made. Okay, let me see. Here is Alexa. And this is one I made. I'm going to take it off and see if I can show it to you. I don't like the ones I make. They're just not that pretty because I don't have the right kind of beads, and I'm not very good at doing things like that. And see how that sticks out right there? I don't know how to make it look nice. So I'm going to put her back and show you one of the ones that I purchased. If you would like to know the name of the Facebook group, after the video, I can put it in the description. But see how beautiful this is? It's pearly pink beads, and it has the name, the pretty little name. I don't know if it's picking up well. And like I said, my computer is delayed from what I'm doing on my phone. So I'd have to sit here and hold this up for quite a while for you to see it. You know, for me to see it on the computer to know if it was showing good. Sorry about that. But, yeah, I mainly purchased them from the lady on Facebook. Thank you, Susie. I love my babies. I love their outfits. These, they haven't wore a whole lot. They're, naturally, the vintage one is, you know, naturally it's old because it's a vintage outfit. But, this one that Renee, oh my goodness, Regina has on, I purchased it at a yard sale, not a yard sale, a thrift store, but it looks brand new, and I think it's so pretty. Let's see. Thank you, Minnie and Me. Where is Miss Macy Moo Moo? Miss Macy Moo Moo, let me turn the camera around and show you. She has been playing this morning. Do you see her? That's probably not a good angle. That's probably not a good angle. You're probably seeing her back end. But she is laid out on the bed. She is so tired, guys. Daddy took her out and they played ball and ran all over the yard, and she's just yes, she has worn herself out. All right, let me grab my baby here. Oh, my sweet baby. All right, I'm not going to do a shout out today or a topic. My topic today is going to be whatever y'all ask me. So I'm going to have to keep up with what you're saying. And you're going to have to keep the conversation up. Because I don't know what to talk about. I didn't prepare anything else. I just prepared for the live. And here we are. Here we are. Oh my goodness. Why did you ask that? Why did you ask that? Okay, I can tell you though. I can tell you. Because I can bring it up right here. I won't be able to see any questions right now. Okay. I have I have 35 at this point in my room, in my collection now. I have 35 reborns, okay? I have, now this is Paradise Galleries, Kimby Babies, Ashton Drake, and Amazon Babies all together. Those are all counted together on my computer. I put them all in the same category. I have 34 at this point in time. And then I have 8 toddlers at this point in time. Let's see. In the toddler range, I have a Pat Sechrist. Is that how you say that? I have some Ashton Drake. And I have some Amazon babies in the toddler category. So, now hang on. Hang on, that's not all. Just that, those 3, well, you know, like I said, one of those categories includes Paradise Galleries, Ashton Drakes. I guess you'd say manufactured dolls is what I need to put instead of all of those different names. I just need to put manufactured dolls. So my reborns is 35 at this point. My manufactured dolls are 34 at this point in time. My toddlers are 8 at this point in time. Is a total of 77. Now that's the dolls I interact with. You know, I rotate them and interact with them. Okay, but I do have other dolls. So hang on. And you have to do the math at the end of this. Because I don't think I have it total completely up. Okay. I have 4 monkey dolls. I have 10 Cabbage Patch dolls. And I have 7 dolls that I just leave for display that I don't really do anything with. That's dolls that are, some are Ashton Drake, some are Amazon. I think one is a NPK. One is a Maytail doll. It's the ballerina doll. I've showed y'all her before. She's not the exact doll I had when I was a kid, but she's one like I had when I was a kid. So all of those I just named is a total of 21. So you can add up 21 plus 77. That's how many dolls I have in my collection at this point. Thank you so much, SV. Hi, Becca. So glad to make it to your live today. I was wondering what your favorite foods are. What's your and your sister's birthdays, favorite seasons, and why? Okay. SV gave me a super chat. Thank you so much. Okay, let's see if I can answer these questions for you. My favorite foods are, and it's not something I get real often because it's expensive. I love a good steak and potato. I like the baked potato loaded. I like a good steak, and I want it cooked well done. Not hard and crusty, but well done. I don't like pink in my steak at all. And I like to have, the salad first, the little side salad first. That is my most favorite meal. Naturally, chocolate is my favorite dessert. Anything that's chocolate. Of course, lately I have really been liking the berry type pies. Uh, Guys, hubby and I eat a little slice of pie every night with a cup of coffee. Every night. And lately he's been getting like the blueberry cream pies. He does grocery shopping. I don't go nowhere. I stay home. um, or he'll get like the lemon cream pie or the lime or these delicious. He found one that's a strawberry cream pie. So good. But he does also get the chocolate cream pies sometimes. But I do. I love chocolate. Chocolate's my favorite. Okay, let's see. The next question you asked was, what is yours and your sister's birthdays? Well, my birthday is next month, the 12th. My older sister's birthday is in October, and my younger sister's birthday is in September. So, and my older sister is 4.5 years older than me. There's no boys in the family. And my younger sister is 7 years younger than me. Did I say that right? Older sister 4.5 years older. Younger sister 7 years younger. Okay. My favorite season, honey, is autumn. Sorry. My eyes is running. My favorite season is autumn or fall. We call it fall here in the South. And the reason why is because we have hot summers. And when we're coming out of the summer and going into the fall, the air is cooling off. The humidity is not as bad. Like the changing of the leaves are just beautiful. The oranges and reds and yellow colors, they're just gorgeous. And it's kind of like a relief from the heat of the summer. Spring is pretty and all that, but I love the cold. I love cold weather. And when it starts getting spring, we don't have a gradual with gradually the heat going up. We have cold days and then boom, it's hot. Like today, it is so hot. So hot. And when it gets hot here, the humidity gets bad, and it's really the humidity that I can't stand. And anyway, so in fall, the weather starts cooling off, the humidity starts, it's not quite as bad, and I just love that time of the year. And I love the leaves falling and all the different colors and all that. I'm going to put Tiffany down because I have another baby that's wanting to sit with Mommy. Let me turn you around this way, girl. Oh, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. Okay. Would you like a beach or a mountain vacation? Oh, definitely mountains. I love the mountains. I'm not too much with liking the beach. Now, I would have in my younger days, I would have loved the beach. But I love going to Gatlinburg. Now, at this point in my life, I have a lot of anxiety, a lot of social anxiety. Being around people makes me very nervous. And I have a lot of physical problems and stuff like that. So at this point, I probably would not make that trip, to the mountains, because it's like an 8 or 9 hour drive. and my body's just not up to it. But I do love the mountains. I love going to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. I love the atmosphere. Now, I hadn't been in years, so it may be different than it was when we went. But hubby and I went on our very first vacation when we was married 25 years. First and only vacation we had had at that point. And we went with his brother and his brother's wife. And Macy, don't cover my face, baby. And we went with them, and they just made it so fun. And they had double fun because they loved going, but yet they had the fun of our excitement of seeing new things. And when we drove into the mountains, when we got into Alabama and Georgia, where the mountains started, and to us they were just amazing, and we was just oohing and ahhing, and my brother-in-law was saying, "Hey, y'all hadn't seen nothing yet. These are just hills compared to what you're gonna see." And oh my goodness, when we got into Gatlinburg, or got close to that area, it was just amazing. And the atmosphere, we went that wasn't the only time we ever went. We went a bunch of times after that. During the time hubby was self-employed and doing roofing and construction, carpenter work and stuff like that, we had the money to go. But right now we don't. We wouldn't have the money, as well as my my body just wouldn't allow it. But I do love the mountains. Love it, love it, love it. Thank you, Dodge Plays, I think is your name. Thank you. This is my little Macy. But she thinks she is queen around here and should get her way no matter what. But yeah, I love the mountains. And, if my body was able, I'd love to go back and visit. Even I would be happy just going and just sitting in just being in a cabin. We wouldn't really even have to go do much sightseeing or events or anything. I'd be happy just, to sit out on if I had a cabin that had a porch that we could see out over the mountains and had a beautiful scenery and maybe a creek flowing through it. I'd love to just sit out there. If it was cool enough, it would have to be cool enough. It would have to be fall or winter. Okay. Hey. Your sister's birthday is April the 17th. Wow, mine's the 12th. And your niece's is April the 22nd. Wow. Your birthday's in January the 7th. Your other sister's is January 1st. Aw. I remind you of your good friend, Donna. Let me move the cruiser. It's blocking a word there. Get down, baby. Okay, in Illinois. In Tennessee. Her family's in Tennessee. Awesome. I always said if I had the choice that I could move somewhere, that I would love to move to Tennessee. I'd love to move kind of like out, away from the, the actual town of Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg, kind of out in the country area. My son actually lived in Sevierville for a while. Over there, I think he might have lived there. He might have lived there about a year. He didn't stay a whole long time, but he lived there for about a year. And we went one winter. Well, actually, it was in April, around my birthday. We went and went to visit them, and we got there and. No. Okay, I'm getting my stories mixed up. Yes, we got there, and when we got there, they had this snowstorm. Well, it wasn't really a storm, but it snowed, and that was the worst snow they had since my son had moved there. And um, then later in life, he moved to Wyoming. And we went one time and visited him in Wyoming. And when we got there, and I think it was in the springtime too, like early spring. I can't remember now what time of the year it was. It was when it would snow, but I can't remember exactly what month it was. But we went to Wyoming and we got there and they had a snowstorm. It was so bad that the kids had a snow day from school. And my daughter-in-law told me, she said, this is the first snow day that we have had in years. She said, it has been years since we had a snow day. My son spoke up and he says, I'm going to quit inviting you to come visit me, Mama. Every time you come to my house, we have a snowstorm. Because when we went to Tennessee, there was it snowed a lot. And then when we went to see him in Wyoming, it snowed a lot. He said, I'm going to quit inviting you to come see me. That was funny. Oh my goodness, 40 minutes away from Tennessee. Awesome, Susan. Do you ever go to Gatlinburg for vacations? Was born in Houston, Texas, moved to Queens, New York, my goodness, and to Illinois. And when you was in 3rd grade, visited a few states and countries, but always wanted to visit Virginia and Tennessee. You know, guys, I haven't been to very many states. Now, if you can count ones that you just drive through to get to from one place to another, but as far as stopping in them and, visiting them, the only states I've ever, let's say, visited what has been Mississippi, which is where I live, Louisiana, I've lived there. I was born in Mississippi. When I was 2 years old, my family moved to Louisiana. We stayed there until I was about 11 years old. We moved back to Mississippi. Then I got married in Mississippi. Hubby and I moved back to Louisiana. Not the same place, but we moved to Louisiana for 7.5 years, and then back to Mississippi. So I've only lived in Louisiana or Mississippi. But I have visited Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Tennessee, Georgia, and Wyoming. Now, where is Branson? We went to Branson. Is that Missouri? Where's Branson? We visited Branson. So as far as visiting these, that's the only states I've ever visited. Now I've had to drive, we've had to drive through other states getting to those places, and there's no way I can remember all that. No way I can remember all of that. Yes. Oh my goodness, Pakistan. Wow. Yes, it is Missouri is where Branson's at. Okay. I was raised in a city. I mean, we didn't just live right in the city, but we was kind of on the suburbs of the city. And I'm a city girl. I'm kind of, and I married a country bumpkin. Let me tell you, my husband is country all the way. And guys, there was a lot of adjustment when we got married. A lot. Because he liked to do outside things. I didn't. I like to go like shopping or stay inside and do things, inside activities. I didn't want to go out horseback riding. That was, I have horseback rode. I have rode on a horse. I'll tell you one of my experiences about that. But he loved to get out and play ball with the young people. When we was young. I was 16, he was 18 when we got married. So he loved to get out and play ball with the young people of the church, and he loved to do things like that. Not me. If I went while they were playing ball, I stayed inside the church. I have never liked the outside. I've never liked heat. I don't like to be hot. I don't like bugs. I just don't. I don't. I have come quite a ways, though, because we was from the city. So we ate what you got at a supermarket. We ate out of cans and boxes and, like macaroni and cheese, rice-a-roni, things like that. And we ate canned vegetables and our meats from the supermarket and, stuff like that. Well, my husband was used to eating from the garden. He was used to eating, it just slipped my mind. Homegrown animals. What do you call it? They would go hunting for deer and hogs and they had chickens on the yard and they was used to eating like that. It took me some getting used to because, if we had biscuits, we had the Pillsbury Doughboy, pop that can. Or we had the heat and serve type rolls and things like that. I had to learn how to make biscuits. Oh my goodness. It was a big transaction for me because he wasn't giving up his country ways of eating and doing. I had to learn how to cook it. And I always have hated cooking. I have always hated cooking. And I've had to cook all our married life up until a few years ago, a couple of years ago. And hubby gave me the opportunity of not having to cook. So if he don't cook a meal, we just grab something like a pizza or something like that. I don't cook anymore, thank the Lord. But let's see. Let me catch up and then I'll tell you my experience on the horse. If you had no limit to your space or budget, how large would your collection be? Mine would be very, very large. Susan, I probably wouldn't be able to count it, how many dolls I would have if I had unlimited space and unlimited budget. Because, guys, I love my babies. I love my babies. This is just a manufactured doll. Of course, it's a legit doll. There's controversy on that, and most of you know about all that. But she's not an authentic reborn. And I hear, people talking about all they have in their collection are authentic reborns, and things like that. And I'll get to thinking, well, maybe I should just sell all my manufactured dolls and just have authentic reborns because I do love the authentic reborns. I mean, like I said, I have 35 in my possession at this point in time. I love them. But when I think about selling these babies or getting rid of them, it just tears my heart apart. I can't do it. I can't do it. I love my babies. I love all babies. I love authentic reborns. I love the manufactured dolls from Ashton Drake and Paradise Galleries. I love the manufactured dolls from Amazon and Temu and any other place you might could get them from, Walmart. I just love the lifelike dolls. I know the manufactured. It's nowhere close to looking real as authentic. But I'm going to tell you, Ashton Drake and Paradise Galleries has really gotten good lately. And they've got some pretty real looking babies. And I'm enjoying it. I'm loving it. So it would be, there's no way I would ever be able to count them if I just had unlimited space and budget. Because I'd just get every one I've seen. I'd get every one of each, sculpt. And I do have 2 of one sculpt because I have my twins. The Joseph Asleep twins. So let me catch up here. Aww, that is so sweet. Becca, you truly are loved and appreciated. What are your favorite colors? Would you rather have a pool or a hot tub? Okay, let me see. Um, my favorite color for years, all my life, I said red was my favorite color. And it really was up until 3 or 4 years ago. Now, ever since I got my Jeep, which we got our Jeep and guys, it's old, but I love it so much, and they don't make this exact type Jeep anymore. And I just hadn't been willing to get rid of my Jeep. It's still running good. But we got our Jeep in 2006. It's a Jeep Liberty, and I love it. It's a blue color. I can't say it's really navy blue. It's not a navy blue. It's a blue color, a dark blue color. But after I got my Jeep, I started seeing yellow vehicles, SUV type vehicles. And I told my husband, I said, I would love to have a yellow Jeep. I would love to have. I want a yellow Jeep because I love the Jeep. I want the Jeep. And yellow, okay, the reason I wanted yellow, the reason I still want yellow is because it stands out. You know, if you look out on the road where there's a lot of cars, it's even though the cars are different colors, they kind of all blend. You know, none of them just really stand out because they're like white or black or dark blues, or you know, just different darker type. They could just kind of all blend together. And I told my husband, I said, I want a car that will stand out, or a vehicle that will stand out, and I want another Jeep just like the one I got, because it's a little small, compact SUV type Jeep, and I'm short. I'm only 4'11". I'm about as wide as I am tall. And anyway, it fits perfect, you know, for my size. Now, if I get too much bigger, I won't be able to get behind the wheel, but needless to say. But anyway, I do love my Jeep, and I want a yellow one because I want people to see me coming. Well, since then, I have fell in love with the color yellow. I mean, if you notice my room, just about everything in here is either yellow or accented with yellow. I love yellow. And I don't know why. I still like red, but yellow is my favorite color. Okay, let's see. I think I would probably, on the pool or the hot tub, I think I would probably like the hot tub better, except for the fact that I don't like to be hot. Even in the water, I don't like it real hot. I guess you can adjust the temperature to a hot tub. I don't know. I've never had one. Now, if it was just I can't swim, so I wouldn't want a pool that was real deep because I can't swim. If I had a pool that was just to my waist, you know, went from my ankles to my waist, I might could handle that. But if it got any deeper, I'd be scared. Of course, if we had one that was deeper, I could stay on the shallow end. But, yeah, I'm going to go with pool. I'm going to go with pool because it would be cooler water than the hot tub. Okay. You love cooking? Oh, my goodness. I don't. Ah. Yes, you could cook for me if you love cooking. If you live beside me, you could cook for me. Yes, I have always had social anxiety. I didn't recognize it as that. Um, I've always had anxiety. I didn't recognize it in my earlier days as being that. Uh, as a kid in school, um, I would get sick. Let me, I'm trying to think of how to explain it. All right, when we had like book reports, and if it was an oral book report that I would have to get up in front of the class, most of the time I skipped that day and just got a failing grade. Because the thought of standing up in front of the class and talking, them people, me seeing them people right there, you might think, well, you talk on, so you talk on video and the whole world's seeing you. Yeah, but I don't see you. So it's like I'm talking to myself. But I didn't recognize it. No one in my family just pinpointed as being social anxiety or high anxiety as I was growing up. Except for the fact every now and then Mom would say something to me, and I'll tell you that in a minute. But in school, I had high anxiety about my work. Like, I think it was the 4th grade I was in, and we had reading comprehension, is what it was called. Not necessarily that you could read the words, but that you comprehended what you was reading. And then we would have questions on what we read, and we would have to go, no, we couldn't go back. The reason we couldn't go back and find the answers to those questions is because the answers wasn't there. I mean, it wasn't like you could say, I can't think of a question, but like you would have a question and you could go back and find that exact sentence with that question in it, in your reading. Well, this wasn't like this. It was comprehension. What did you comprehend from what you read? So the questions wasn't questions you could really go back and find the answer. You had to tell what you got from that. And I just was not good at that. I was not good at it. And I would get so, my anxiety would get so bad, I would literally throw up in class. I would try hard not to. I would try so hard not to. But I would literally throw up because my anxiety over that would get so bad. And as far as the social anxiety part, I've never been one that I could just go up and talk to people and make friends. If they didn't come make friends with me, I just stood off at the side. But Mom used to always say, because I would get real nervous and upset about things, she would always tell me, if you're not careful, you're going to end up in and there was a certain name she called of a certain mental institute, Well, to me, now that I know what's wrong with me, I think, why didn't Mama get something done for me? Why didn't she take me to a doctor and tell me? But, back then, I'm just going to be honest, back then, we didn't go to the doctors for every little thing, and we didn't do things like we do nowadays, and I guess she just didn't really think to take me to the doctor for it because, she just didn't realize how bad it was. And I did have very bad anxiety as a child growing up, all through after getting married, having to socialize because my husband has a big family. There's 17 kids in his family. He has a huge family. Now, his mom didn't have all 17. She only had 13. His dad was married 2 times before he married my husband's mom. He had 1 child from his first wife, 3 children from his second wife. They both died. And he married my husband's mom, and she had 13 children. And they had family reunions every year. Anytime there was a birthday or anything, they had get-togethers. It was so hard for me to deal with all those people. And so I just didn't realize until my later years that it was, a problem that could be named, and helped. So yeah, I have had anxiety and social anxiety my whole life. I just didn't realize it until a couple of years ago. That's bad. I'll be 62 years old next month, and really didn't recognize I had anxiety until I was about 59 or 60 years old. It's bad. It's bad. Let's see if I can catch up on the questions here. Let's see. I'm lost. Where was it at? Where's the anxiety question? Ah! I can't find it. Hang on, guys. I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it. Okay. Oh, thank you. What is your name? If you don't mind telling me your name, SV, I'd love to know your name. I don't want to just call you SV, unless that's what you want me to call you. Thank you. I try not to let it bother me about what I like, but the drama in the Dolly community, and sometimes it does bother me because of my anxiety. Okay, Minnie and me. It doesn't matter whether your doll is a reborn or a manufactured doll. The love you feel for the doll is real. It doesn't have to be something fancy for you to enjoy. That's true. Aw, SV, you're absolutely beautiful. Love that you love color. Love that you... Okay, beautiful. Love that you love colors. Okay. Yellow is my favorite color as well. Aw, Minnie me, that's nice. Green is my favorite color. Okay, SV. I'd love to cook for you. Have dinner together and hang out at your pool during the... Oh, that would be fun. That would be fun. Hang out at the pool. Schools can make people's anxiety so much worse by forcing some things. I hate speech class and college because I get so scared speaking in public. Yeah, I had to go on anxiety medications for the class. Oh, bless your heart. Okay, is it Chanel? Is that how you pronounce your name? Chanel. I may be pronouncing that wrong. Yep, 17 kids. Now, all 17 didn't live in the house at one time. You have one, you can't imagine 17. I had two, and I can't imagine 17. Now about the horse story. Like I said, I was a city girl, and I had to learn some country things. And my husband eventually got him some horses once we moved to not this house we lived in, but this town that we live in. Okay, thank you. I'm glad I said it right. I'm usually bad on pronouncing names. But he got him some horses, and he talked me into riding a horse. Now, here I was in my 40s at that time. Had never rode a horse before. He taught me into riding a horse. I think the first time I ever rode one was when we had went on one of our Tennessee vacations. We went on a horse trail ride. So, naturally the horse was gentle. We just walked slowly. There was a guide. We all walked in line, and so that was fine. I enjoyed it. But then my husband taught me into riding one of his horses. And we went, this one horse I rode, his name was, I can't even remember. Lance, I think was his name. I can't remember. But there is a horse trail around this area that, people can go riding down the horse trail. And he taught me into doing that. So, but at first I just rode in the field where he had the horses and got me used to it a little bit. And then he taught me into going on the trail with him one day. So I did. Everything went well. A dog even started barking as we passed a house. A dog come up from the house and was barking at the horses, and everything went well. The horse didn't get spooked. Everything was fine. So one time in the field, we was where the horses were. I got on the horse, and we was riding. Hubby was on his horse, and we was riding around the field, just making loops around, just giving the horses exercise. Everything was going well. And to this day, we still don't know what spooked the horse that I was on. But all of a sudden, that horse started rearing up. Well, I'm not experienced. I rode the horse a few times, but I'm not experienced, and here I am, a 40-something-year-old woman on a horse that I wasn't raised doing, and I'm not experienced in it, just a few times being on one. That horse started rearing up. Oh my goodness, I started screaming. I was hanging on to the, what do you call that? On the saddle horn. I was hanging on to that and probably pulling on the reins, probably more than I should, and was probably adding to the horse rearing up. But I was so scared and I was screaming, and he just kept, he'd go up and down, just up and down, and I was, oh, and I was screaming, Randall, help, Randall, help. And so my husband looked back and seen what was happening. He jumped off his horse. Well, the horse was rearing up. He couldn't get too close because the horse would hit him, come down on him. Or he was afraid he'd spook him even more. And so he was trying to, to get the horse settled down and everything. And I was just screaming. And so the horse settled down. I didn't fall off, thank the Lord. I did not fall off. But I was so scared. So my husband, he said, I started to get down off the horse. He said, no, stay on him. Since you didn't fall, stay on him or you'll never want to get back on. So he took the reins and he led me from the back of the field to the front of the field and helped me get down and everything. Well, staying on the horse didn't help me to want to ride again. When I got down, I said, I made it 40-something years without ever riding a horse. I think I can make it the rest of my life. This is it. I never, of course, I wasn't as big as I am now. I was a lot slimmer and all that. But I said, this is it. I don't care nothing about being thrown off a horse and killed or bones broken or something like that. I made it 40-something years without riding on a horse. I don't plan on riding it again. So I haven't been back on a horse. Not even a horse at Walmart. If you know anything about that little joke about the horse at Walmart. I don't remember exactly how it goes, so I can't tell you. Did I play any sports in school? No. No. I'm not a sports person. No. No, 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 no. I had to, when I was in middle school, we had PE and you were required, we had to play softball and volleyball. But guys, I was not good. I was not good. I couldn't hit the ball. I couldn't run. It was like I couldn't comprehend what you were supposed to do. I could not comprehend, okay, when I hit the ball, was it far enough for me to run? Was I supposed to stay? I couldn't comprehend it. I just wasn't a sports person. And volleyball, I got pretty good at being the server, but to run and go get it as it was coming back over the net and to know where to stay and when to move up to hit it and stuff like that, I could serve it pretty good over the net from back, but I didn't like none of that. And I only did it in school when I had to. It was definitely not my choice. Definitely not my choice. A camel and an elephant? Oh my goodness. You have rode a camel and an elephant? Goodness. Good afternoon, Tanya. You will be 61 in May. Oh, so we're only a year apart. Not even a year. Yeah. No? A little over a year apart. Thank you. Hello, Angel. I guess that's your name, Angel Reborn Nursery. This has been fun, guys. How long have we been on here? I don't even know how long we've been on here. We've been on here over an hour. Oh, man, it flew by. I guess I better go. This has really been fun. Thank you so much. Let me find your name again and see if Chanel. Thank you for suggesting doing the live. I have enjoyed it so much. And I appreciate the super chat. You don't have to give me a super chat, but I do appreciate it. And I have really enjoyed, okay, that's your baby's name. Okay, Angel. I've enjoyed the live, and I think I'd like to do it again. Maybe every other Rocking with Becca, every other Saturday, maybe we could do it live. And if I see that it's really going well, we might do, start doing every Rocking with Becca live. I don't know. We'll just have to see how it goes. We're just going to do it. Right now, let's do it every other Saturday and see how that goes. And again, it will be kind of like around noonish, pretty much around noonish Central Time. Because that's when I can get here the best. The time of day I can get here the best. You are so welcome, Chanel. And I really enjoyed it. And I hope y'all have enjoyed our little chat. I've enjoyed it because I've got to know some of you better. You've not only asked me questions, but you have told me a little bit about yourself. So I really, really enjoyed that. And hopefully, maybe next time, more people can come on at this particular time. Iris, you just joining. Oh my goodness, you've missed it. We've been on here an hour. Aw. I wish you could have been here the whole time. So, but we will do this again. Like I said, not next Saturday, but the next. I don't know what date that is. But every other Saturday, we will do it live. That way you can ask questions or, even if we just chat, after a while, you're going to run out of questions. But I don't mind, I've enjoyed answering the questions. And maybe I can ask you some questions and you can comment and tell me the answers. You are so welcome, Mini-Me. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Guys, I thank y'all so much. I mean, like I said, I go nowhere. The only place I ever go is when I have to go to the doctor. I'm ashamed, but I don't even go to church. I watch online church. My husband, he understands. He's very supportive. He realizes I try to go every now and then, but I have an anxiety attack when I go. And he understands that, so I watch it online most of the time. I do occasionally try to go if I'm having a pretty good day, like if I get up on Sunday and I'm feeling pretty well. Right now we only have church, physical church on Sunday mornings. Now he does the Thursday night Facebook Live where just he and a couple of guys, musicians go and they do a live, but none of the congregation goes on Thursday. But I do my church online most of the time because I just, like I said, having to talk with people and, I have went at times when I was driving myself. I don't even drive myself anymore. My hubby he'll go to church and get things prepared for the service, and then before it starts, he'll come back and get me the days I go. But before he was picking me up, I would go, and I got to feeling so bad because there was a few comments about I would wait till the service started and then I'd go in. And then whenever the dismissal prayer was being said, I would slip out and go home because I just couldn't handle the interaction physically with people. And so you are my family. You are my family. You are my only contact with human beings. And I appreciate y'all. I appreciate every time y'all watch a video. I appreciate every comment you make, and especially all these sweet comments. I try to be a good person. Sometimes my anxiety, I get anxious and irritable, and I try to hold that down, but it does happen at times. But yeah, guys, thank you so much. Thank you for having this chat with me, and thank you for watching my regular videos and commenting. I really do appreciate it. And thank y'all so much. But I'm going to go for now because, like I said, we've been on here for over an hour. And we'll do this again in a couple of weeks. So I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And I'm reaching for the computer to turn it off, but it's my phone I need to turn off. If I can figure out how to turn it off, guys. So let me see if I can figure this out. Let's see. How do I turn this off? I don't know how to turn you off.